When we talk about gender equality, most people think of workplaces, salaries, and opportunities. But there's a perspective we often forget, the perspective of a child. My mother didn't finish high school. She was the eldest girl in a family of 11 children. Life demanded more from her than it should have. I was her first child, and her only child for 9 years. During that time, I lived in a world filled with her attention, care, and presence. Around the age of 6 or 7, I began hearing adults say, "She's just a housewife. She doesn't work. She's not equal." Those words confused me, because I saw something very different. I saw her cooking while I helped beside her. I saw her watching TV with me, laughing with me, letting me talk about my day, my fears, my silly questions. She noticed when my skin colour changed, and immediately knew which vitamin I was missing. She spotted an issue with my teeth before I even felt it. She followed my school assignments closely, made sure I passed, and celebrated every small achievement. These things are impossible to measure in numbers, and they are impossible to replace. To me, the idea of her being busy like other working mums was terrifying. Losing her presence, even for good reasons, would have felt like losing my world. For a child, that's not equality. It's a nightmare. Years later, when I moved to Dubai, I visited home. One night, I felt cold in my sleep. Suddenly, I felt someone lifting the blanket gently and covering me again. It was my mum. She didn't say a word. She didn't expect a thank you. It was the same gesture she did when I was a child. In the morning, she woke up early as always, made tea, and made sure everyone was okay. I never lost the feeling of safety she gave me, that unconditional care. How do you put a value on that? Before she earned her degree, she was a wonderful mother. After she earned her degree, she was still a wonderful mother, just with a little more pride. But the truth is, some of that precious time we once had could never return. As a child, I didn't need her to be equal. I needed her to be there. Even with all she did, she still felt unequal. Society's measures, a job, a degree, recognition outside the home, had entered her heart. She felt that because she wasn't working in a conventional sense, she somehow wasn't enough. She eventually went back to studying and earned her diploma. We even went to college together for a time. She proved she could achieve anything. And yet, when we step back, who really cares? Motherhood doesn't require a diploma. Nurturing, teaching, loving, these are instincts, not qualifications. She was already extraordinary before any title. But caregiving stayed unpaid, unprotected, and career penalised. We didn't create a society where women chose work over family. We created one where families can't survive without 2 incomes. And children, like the child in me, feel the absence long before they understand the reason. Until that's answered structurally, not rhetorically, population decline isn't a mystery, it's an outcome. We need to realise that every family is a unique ecosystem. Roles and responsibilities don't look the same for everyone. True equality isn't just about making sure every woman is in the boardroom, it's about ensuring that society yields the same respect to the woman who chooses the home. Whether someone is a CEO, a freelancer, or a stay-at-home parent, the label of productive should not be reserved only for those with a corporate paycheck. If a person chooses to prioritise childcare, that is a professional and emotional investment in the future of society. We must stop labelling people as unproductive for choosing their family. Because for the child at the other end of that choice, that presence isn't not working. It is the most important work in the world. How do we start measuring the invisible work that builds the next generation of leaders?